Charlie.
We're ready to get grinded.
We're ready to get grinded. I got to sit here quick. Are you already logged on, Cousin Charlie? Are you logged on? What's taking you so long?
There it is. Now you're showing live.
Now I'm lagging a little bit. Do you know what lagging means?
You guys blend together. Good color coordination.
We're looking good. Do you know what lagging means, Cousin Charlie?
Dragging, going slow. A little behind.
You're behind something. That's
acceptable.
That's acceptable, Cousin Charlie. Hey, good Monday morning. It's time for the morning grind. Every morning, every Monday through Friday, we're going to come to you live right here, although we are lagging. It appears we lag about 5 seconds. Is that correct, Kathleen?
Yeah.
Cousin Charlie, we're lagging about five seconds. Every morning, we want to come to you. We want to replace your morning talk show. We want you to get off 104.5. Tune into us if you're bored. Like you can do it between radio commercials. So, hey, please like, please comment, please share. How hard is it to share our stream? If you believe what we're saying, you wouldn't mind sharing it to help us out. It would really, 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 really be very meaningful to me if you would share the stream. That is your way of paying me back. I'm not asking for anything from you other than sharing the stream. Hey, Travis, how you doing, buddy? Hey, we got Southern Exterior stuff all over our place. If you need a fence, call my buddy Travis. Okay, today, looking for, there you go. Kathleen, you're always on. You know what we need? We need some damn headphones in here. So it looks like, good morning, Carrie Ann. It looks like we're really, really, hey, Tiffany, it looks like we're really professional. We need a mic. We know Lisa Progar's tiptoeing up in here.
Early.
I wish we had a mic and some headphones.
Okay.
And a big old desk that had GTT all over it. Don't you want me? All right, hey, we're going to get right to it, everybody. I hope you're ready to go out and tackle your Monday. I hope you ain't dragging around. I hope you ain't lagging. I hope your mind ain't lagging what you need to accomplish today. So today, here's what I want to talk about, Cousin Charlie, Kathleen, everybody out there, Tiffany, Cameron. I want y'all to participate. Please say something. Please like. Please share that stream, man. Man, there sure is this. Hey, why ain't you here, Weatherman? I got something up here for you today, buddy. So let me know when you going to be in, or is that you as Weatherman?
That's me.
Dang, I didn't even you, Weatherman. Damn, you tricked me. You tricked me, Weatherman. Okay, I want you to think about this. And before you say something, I want you to really, really think about this. Every day, you wake up, and you are just one event away from changing your life forever. Now, what is that event? What is that one event? I'm going to tell you what I believe those one of the events are. It could be meeting somebody. It could be a new connection. It could be a new relationship. It could be reading a book. Ain't that right, Shane Ray? Hey, Jason Gully, you want to come arm wrestle me, buddy? It could be reading a book. It could be watching a YouTube video. It could be listening to a podcast. There's so many different things. That's why I'm calling it an event. I'm going to share with you mine. One day back several years ago, I think this was probably 5 or 6 years ago. It may have actually been 7 years ago. I was listening to Micheal Burt. He used to have this radio show. I forgot what it was called, but he would have to drive down to Nashville. Hey, David Estes, good morning, buddy. He would drive down and he would interview people. He would interview big-time people. And I remember the first time he ever interviewed Grant Cardone. I had 3 takeaways from this event. I'm going to call this an event. Cardone was not who he is today. I mean, he has multiplied his exposure since this happened. He has become almost like known throughout. He's got 1 million something followers now. He was nowhere near that, but he still had a lot of knowledge, and he was still who he is. 3 things he said that day that totally changed my course. Number 1, he talked about the world used to be the big companies, the big players, the big people would eat the smaller, which made it a very unfair competition for bigger companies. Bigger enterprises. It made it very unfair to smaller. But he said today it's the fast that eat the slow. Cousin Charlie, that's why I'm always talking to you about being fast.
That's right.
Being fast, you gotta become faster. The faster you can become, the more you get to, the more success you'll have. So that was number 1. Number two, and I still remember. I mean, I literally remember everything about this. That's why it was so powerful to me. It is your duty, obligation to be successful. And he articulated that because I always wanted to be successful, but the fact that I only wanted it for myself wasn't powerful enough. Whenever he put in there, you owe it to your mom. You owe it to your friends. You owe it to your family. You owe it to the people you don't even know yet. There's all these people that I owe something to that I wasn't aware of because I was being selfish. I was only thinking about myself. So whenever you're talking to people and they say, well, I've got enough money, I don't need money, that's very selfish because what they're doing is they're limiting how much they could help other people. You see what I'm saying, Cousin Charlie? Do you have anything you want to say about that?
Well, you know, I can think of several people that I've run into.
Well, hey, I'm still going. So
okay, you go ahead.
I got one more. I was
Okay,
just wondering if you had anything to say about that, what I was talking about.
Go ahead. My mind's just over here churning.
Well, you're not paying attention to me. You know what you're doing? You're thinking about what you're going to say. You're not totally taking in everything that I'm going to say.
He's not listening.
Okay. Here was the biggest thing that I took away from that day where he was interviewed by Micheal Burt. Money follows attention. And that is something that resonated with me so powerful. Because I'm going to talk about this Thursday night, my need for attention. I'm going to talk about that as one of my purposes in my life. When he talked about money follows attention, I found a way to where I could do something that I really, really, really like doing, which is getting attention, okay? And I could find a way to monetize it. And guess what? Looking back, I can 100% agree with what Grant Cardone told Micheal Burt that day because my income has gone up 300% since I heard that interview. Now, a lot of people could say, well, it's the economy, things are a lot better, but hey, here's the fact. My income has risen. Is it risen or rose? Has risen?
Risen.
Has gone up. It's gone up 300% since then. Here's something very, very key to everything I just said. If you believe that you're just one event, one chance meeting, one time you read this book, maybe this right here. I don't know if I'm that powerful. Hey, Lisa, good to see you the other night, by the way. If you believe this, there's a very, very likable. Damn, I can't talk this morning, Cousin Charlie. It's this vodka you've given me. If you believe this, it's more likable that this will happen for you. If you do not believe this, it's all about your attitude, your mindset. If you ever have an opportunity to meet somebody but your mind ain't right, what kind of impression are you going to leave on that person? If you're reading a book that you don't really care about reading, how is it going to hit you? Cousin Charlie, you may speak now, sir.
You know, I think you brought out with your comment about Grant Cardone.
Yep. Which one?
The one about money follows attention.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good point. If you look at successful people that are out there, they have put themselves around other people that are going to bring them up, and it's the attention. I think that's something that you should look to people that are going to bring you up, not people that are going to bring you down. You know, attitude, being positive.
Is that all you got?
For right now, that's it.
So you interrupted me to bring that.
No, I'm saying something else.
If you not got any more than that, is that all you got right now?
That's it for right now. I'm going to listen to you for a minute.
Hey, is David McWilliams on here?
He sure is.
So the reason why I believe every single day you're interviewing for your next job, you're interviewing for your next opportunity in life. Hi, Ivy Burns. How are you doing? Tyler Burnett. Thank you guys for being on here. Every single day you go out into the world, you're interviewing for something next. You're interviewing for something bigger, maybe something smaller. It depends on your attitude, depends on how you're walking around, depends on how you're making people feel around you. So I'm going to brag on Cousin Charlie, even though I'm interrupting him. And here's what I'll say about Cousin. Here's how Cousin Charlie makes me feel good about me. He constantly wants to know, he wants to hear what I have to say. He's like a little sponge that goes around. Now, maybe he does not believe what I'm saying, but he makes me feel good about me. And as a matter of fact, if you allow people to talk about themselves, they will probably like you more if you can just get around and let them talk. I read that in How to Win Friends and Influence People. Like if you're around somebody for an hour and you allow them to talk for 48 minutes of the 60 minutes, they will walk away from the meeting saying, man, I really love that person. Hell, he didn't even get to say nothing. He or she didn't even get to say anything. So, hey, I believe every single cousin, do you like Cousin Charlie more? Listen twice as much. Attaboy, Jim.
Weatherman is on now.
Weatherman, when are you coming back? Cousin Charlie, the audience wants to hear something from you.
I tell you, we're getting some good comments this morning.
Reaching McCarthy's is really good. You are what in which you marinate your mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Ooh.
That is a good comment.
That is strong, Jimbo. Cousin Charlie, is there anything you have?
Well, I think you're going to be the sum of, is it the 4 people that you're around? 4, 5,
10,
10.
however many you're around.
That you want to be around people that are going to bring you up.
Mm-hmm.
I can think, as I was going to say before we got back to listening to you talk, that I can think of several people that have influenced me. I don't know if I can think of that one aha moment of where it kind of made, I can think of a comment that made the difference. But there's so many people we come in contact with that I believe you can take something from them.
Tina, I'm going to reach out to you this morning, I promise, my cousin. Never be the smartest person in the room, man. You're really, hey, if I'm the smartest person in the room, there's a bunch of dumbass people in there, okay? And we allow... Well, here's what I believe. You've got to be open. You've got to be open to opportunity. That means you can never walk into something already judging it. And I learned a lesson this past year. Me and Burt went somewhere, and I was already closed off to the fact. I got there. It completely opened up my mind on an opportunity I did not do. But here's what it taught me. Whenever somebody tells me they're closed off, I should still try to win them over.
Jim is on fire today.
Jim is on fire. We need to get Jim in here one day. Jim, we're going to meet soon. Hey, I ain't much of a lunch guy, though, Jim. If you want to come up here and chat with us, we can do that. But I don't really do the lunch thing. Say what?
Let's eat pizza from Nashville.
I had a little bit of pizza last night. So, hey, here's what I want you. I want this to motivate everybody out there. Today is your opportunity. You can meet one person. You can hear one thing. You can read a book. You can follow somebody on YouTube that says something so profound, it awakens something inside your mind that will force you to take action. See, that's the one thing that Cardone did for me. Listening to him, it forced me to start taking action. Whenever he talked about money follows attention, what that did is it forced me to start doing things. And you know what? It was dumb things that I started doing, but here's what happened. I took action. I did something. People noticed. Then it forced me to do something else, and then something else. The next thing you know, I've got one person. Did you know there's one person in this office is responsible for all the content that goes out here? There's not many companies. Hey, most companies probably don't even have that person, do they?
Probably not.
We've got one person over here, Kathleen Sparkle McWilliams. One person does all of our stuff. She is the one person that makes everything shine a little bit brighter around here. So that's what it takes. That's how committed I am to getting attention, is I've gone out and I have found the best. Hey, she's the best at what she does.
She's the greatest.
She's the greatest. So everybody, be open. Be open. Your attitude has got to be open, or it will not accept these possibilities. It will not accept the chance of it happening. Joe, we love you too, buddy. I appreciate you watching. Do you watch us very often?
He's in New York.
In New York.
In New York. Hey, I got a buddy in New York. Cousin Charlie, I'm going to let you say one more thing.
One more thing?
Do you have anything? I know you've been sitting over there thinking about what you're going to say. What are you going to say?
You said there's that one person that may be the person that says something. You could be the person. That wasn't going to sound right.
Well, just say it.
I just forget it. I'm done.
What were you going to say?
Do you need some blue juice?
I need some blue juice. I'm
You
ready.
need some of this vodka. No, you know what? I would love it if I was that person that said things that got people interested.
Yeah.
That said, you know what? Here's what we're really chasing, everybody. Everybody should be chasing your potential.
We gotta have Jim on the set.
Jim, you need to get up here.
We need Jim up here.
We do need Jim. Jim can help us, by the way. Do inspired. Well, hey, every day you've got an opportunity to try to fulfill your potential, or every day you're not going to. And if you lose that day, I say this, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're not staying the same. If you're staying the same, you're probably getting a little bit worse, Cousin Charlie.
That's right.
So you got one more thing to say. I'm going to give you one more chance. Come on.
You know, today's the day. It's a new week. Last week may have been bad, but you can have a fresh start today.
Brenda, hey, I'm going to call you. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I look forward to talking to you. Thank you for getting on here. And thank you, Brenda, for accepting my friend request. So every day you get a chance. Are you open to that one person that could potentially change the whole course of your life? Are you aware that you could read a book, you could read a quote, you could follow somebody on Twitter, you could listen to YouTube, you could listen to a podcast. These small little things out there can completely change where you head. And what Cardone said resonated with you, and what you guys say resonates with others. Lee, I appreciate that. Hey, I'm glad you went by Brittany's store.
I want to remind everybody.
Hey, Cousin Charlie does have something to say. What you got, Cousin Charlie?
Follow us this week to get more information. But Tommy will be speaking this Friday at the Lunch and Learn at the Parthenon. I believe it's 11 o'clock. And we'll be putting out more information about that this week.
Stephen Weathers just jumped. He's bringing some Steve Harvey up in here on us. So this Friday, 11:30 to 12:30, if you want to go to this, call, or I guess you can see something on. Hey, I'm going to go over there and speak. Do we know what I'm going to talk about yet?
New year, new start.
New year, new start.
And it's a Q&A. Ask
Q&A.
Tommy anything you
All right, everybody, hey, what can we order to eat? I don't know, Weatherman. Hey,
Weatherman's on a diet.
Weatherman, you on that diet? Hey, I saw, Weatherman, how you were taking your Tupperware and you had your meals prepped. It looked like a Domino's pizza, one slice a day. Everybody, hey, look. Today could be the day for you. You could read something profound. You could listen to somebody. Today could be the day. But here's the question. Is your attitude going to accept it? Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in.